Hello everyone, this is Surinder. So today we are going to discuss about how the button works in Android. So first of all, I'm going to design how the button will be in the XML, and the same I'm going to perform the action for the particular button with the help of Java coding. That's I'm going to show you. So as already we have discussed about the folder structure here. So based on the folder structure in layout main activity underscore main only, we are going to design our buttons. Whatever the controls we need, we are going to perform in the activity. That's we can call it as screens. Usually general users can call it as each and every screen like that now. That here in Android we can call it as activity. That activity is available inside the layout folder, right? So this is the thing. So here I'm going to make split. So here at the top you can find three different menus. One is code, and another one is split, and another one is a design alone. So just I'm going to make it with split. Okay, so here already we have one small control that is nothing but text view, that I'm going to remove it here as of now. Okay, then I'm going to change this layout, constraint layout, into linear layout. Already we have discussed about the layouts, so after this only we have came to here. So linear layout I'm going to change for better view. Okay, so inside the linear layout, what we are going to do now, if we are going to give linear layout, in the sense, definitely we need to make the orientation as vertical or horizontal. Vertical in the sense next it will be displayed. Horizontal in the sense in the single row it will displays next. So vertical I'm going to make it here. Next here I'm going to create a button. So for creating a button, button is actually a class. So usually all the classes will start at capital letter at first. So button I'm going to give button. So the default attributes for button are width you need to give, height we need to give. So width, like I'm going to give it as three different categories: match parent and wrap content, and we can give our custom value also. So match parent in the sense, just look at this how it was, and height also I'm going to give it as wrap content. Okay, look at this. So this is what I'm going to make a little zoom over here. So here we have the entire width representing the button. So for example, instead of layout width match parent, I'm going to give it as wrap content. Let's take a look on this. So based on the text whatever we are giving, so based on that width it will be expanded. Now I'm going to give text for this. For that I'm going to use Android text. So here I'm going to mention login page like that. So based on that it was expanded. So if the text is lengthy, that we can call it that the particular thing will be expanded. So if you are giving wrap content, so or else we are giving match parent in the sense, let's see the output. Look at this. This is what our button will be represented. So for example, I'm going to give some customized number. So customized number in the sense around 150 dp I'm going to give, or pixel I'm going to give that in the sense. So it will be represented based on that. Example 250 also I'm going to give. Just feel the difference. Okay, and then now here next main attribute, that's nothing but we need to give the ID for this. So because in Android the designing will be done by XML, and the coding part action should be done by Java. So here we are going to give some ID. So because we are representing a particular button, so we are going to click on the particular button. So what we need to do now, we need to write a particular ID for this. Based on this ID only we are going to call the particular ID in Java, then we are going to write an action for the particular thing. So that is most important thing here. So ID is mandatory field. ID slash we can use some ID name for this. Example btn1 like that I'm going to give. Okay, same as I'm going to create one more button. So same attribute we are going to give button, match parent, wrap content, text. I'm going to make it as register like that. Okay, then ID we need to represent ID slash, just we can represent as btn2. Now we can close it. So now we have two different buttons. So look at this, login page and register like that. I have given two different buttons. So based on this button we are going to write a coding on this. So usually a page or an activity should contains two different files, minimum of two different files, maximum it will be goes on around 3 files also we can make it for a single particular screen. So in future we are going to discuss about that, but by default one particular activity or particular screen will be there in Android application in the sense. So you should have two different files, one is Java file and another one is XML file. So Java file is for executing the action, XML file is for making the design. So now the design is over, so I have given two different button controls over here. So based on the button controls we are going to write some actions on main activity.java. so just take a look on this here. So this is main activity.java. okay, so just you can represent which XML file is represented for this particular Java file is nothing but here we have set content view in the sense which XML file we are going to representing here, that is main thing. Here you can see activity underscore main. So in activity underscore main only we have given two different button controls. So here we need to ensure the particular XML file has been mapped or not. Okay, so here I need to write some action for the particular button. So for any controls, for example now we have done with the button control, the same as we have text box control, edit text control, then radio button, select box, like that we have n number of controls are there in the application, list view, like that. So whatever the control we are going to take, so 3 steps we can do it in Java. First step, declaration about the particular declaration, and the second one, identification. Third one, definition. First one, declaration, second one, identification, third one, definition about the particular control. So first, whatever we have done in activity underscore main, we have done two different controls, button, right? So we need to declare the button b1 comma b2. So because we have given two different buttons over here, right? So here it will shows error, that is nothing but we need to import that particular button package. So we have one small shortcut key in Android Studio, just we can press Alt Enter, even you can see the hint here, Alt plus Enter, in the sense it will be automatically import the particular package. So now declaration part is over. Now just get back to the identification part. So identification part we need to give inside the onCreate method only. So already we have discussed about the life cycle about each and everything, that is nothing but onCreate, on background, on pause, on resume, like that we have already discussed. So here we are going to have that onCreate method. onCreate method is the main method of each and every program, the particular screen. So here onCreate, inside that we need to make the identification of the particular thing. So b1 equal to button, what's the class name we are going to use for the particular control, that's we need to give it here. Find view by id, that is a predefined method to identify the particular button. So that is nothing but dot id dot that button name, whatever we have given in the XML file, that's we need to represent it here, btn1. okay, the same as second button, b2 equal to button find view by id or dot id dot btn2, like that we need to represent. So button 1, button 2. So the identification part is over. Now definition, that is nothing but definition or action we can call it as. So once we click on the button 1 or once we click on the button 2, what should happen? So that is most important thing here, that is nothing but here we need to write a listener. So already in Java we have learned about AWT. In AWT we have a lot of listeners, right? Listeners in the sense for the particular control what action we need to do. Example, here we have given button. So button was clickable. The same as select box is there, in the sense select box we are going to select. Okay, we need to write a select listener for the particular select box. Now click, in the sense we need to make it as a click listener, that is nothing but b1 dot set on click listener, that's we need to mention. Then we need to have the package method called new on click listener, then it will auto generated the codes. So public void on click, the predefined method, it looks like an AWT what we have learned in Java programming. Here we need to write whatever the particular action we need to be. So that is nothing but toast dot. So I'm going to just once click on the button, I'm going to make the outcome as toast. Toast dot make test In make text we have three different parameters. One is where I need to display the message. Example, the same page I need to display message in the sense like main activity dot, this I need to represent. Current file, like that we need to represent. Second one, what's the message I need to display? Example, login page clicked, like that I need to represent. Then third one, that is nothing but how long the message should be displayed. That is nothing but toast dot length underscore long or length underscore short, like that. Okay, then finally we need to use show method. So then it will represents the outcome. So once we run this code, what it happens now? So just while click on the button 1, that is nothing but login page button, it will display the message like login page clicked, like that. Okay, so this is what a small demo over here. Thank you.